Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Thursday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is December 13th, 2018, and now the news at noon. Reported in the Journal, file photos. Robert J. Marquez, a wanted violent felon thought to sell and abuse drugs, led Montezuma County Sheriff's Office personnel on a 25-mile car chase reaching speeds of 105 miles an hour on November 29th. According to the Sheriff's Office, a deputy and detective pursued Marquez, age 37, eastbound from a home on the 20,000 block of County Road N, northbound on County Roads 29 and 30, and then eastbound on Colorado Highway 184, ending on East Sunset Drive in Mancos, where Marquez was apprehended. He faces multiple felony charges. Sheriff Steve Nowlin said no one was injured during the chase. With two emergency vehicles behind him, Marquez allegedly drove at speeds between 70 miles an hour and 90 miles an hour and ran several stop signs on county roads and then increased his speed to 105 miles an hour on Colorado Highway 184 from Dolores to Mancos. He drove on the wrong side of the road at times, a deputy's report said. He was driving in a very reckless manner, Nowlin said. According to a Sheriff's Office incident report, a department email was sent to staff earlier on November 29th informing all officers that Marquez was known to be in Cortez. Nowlin said deputies had received tips from residents regarding Marquez's arrival in Cortez. Marquez had an active felony warrant for parole violation in El Paso County. He was known to have violent tendencies, according to the incident report, and deputies believed he might have been armed and wearing body armor. Marquez was also believed to be a member of the SUR 13 gang, or SUR 13, loosely affiliated groups that pay tribute to the Mexican mafia while in prison. Hours after the departmental email was sent, Mary A. Wall, age 57, allegedly texted on MCSO Drug Task Force detective and offered him a sale of $350 worth of meth. The detective stated that he knew Wall from previous contacts and believed she has been involved in drug sales in Montezuma County for several years. He suspected Wall confused his number with someone she has sold meth to in the past. An MCSO sergeant, deputy, and detective at 11 p.m. initiated a felony stop at the City Market parking lot where Wall had arranged the alleged sale. They detained Wall and Sheila M. Randolph, age 46, and found a bag of meth on the floorboard of a red Dodge Ram pickup. According to an incident report, Marquez is known as, quote, Beaver. Wall said she received the drugs from a man named Beaver, and Randolph said he was staying at their residence on County Road N and driving a white 2018 Ford Focus. Wall was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, a Class 3 drug felony, and possession of a controlled substance. Montezuma County Judge Jenny Lynn Lawrence set bond at $25,000 cash or surety. Randolph told officers that Wall asked her for a ride and she didn't know anything about a drug deal. She was released without charges. A detective and a deputy then attempted to locate Marquez and the Ford Focus. A detective observed Marquez exiting the home on County Road N. He then drove the Ford Focus eastbound. A detective attempted to stop the car, but Marquez failed to yield and sped off. 25 miles later, as the chase neared Mancos, two deputies set out stop sticks. The incident report states Marquez saw the two deputies ahead and then turned down East Sunset Drive in Mancos, which is a short, dead-end road. Marquez fled on foot, and two detectives and a deputy then contacted Marquez in a ditch about 75 yards from the road. He was placed in handcuffs. A search revealed Marquez carried a small rubber container of meth and had $460 in his wallet. The 2018 Ford Focus was reported stolen 2 days earlier on November 27th by Enterprise Rent-A-Car in Colorado Springs. Inside the vehicle, authorities found a glass meth pipe, two containers of an unknown brownish-white powdery substance, a red hammer, multiple small plastic baggies, a bag containing 21.6 grams of marijuana, 4 cell phones, 5 syringes, and 2 bags of Epsom salt, which can be used to cut meth. No firearms or body armor were recovered. Marquez was booked into the Montezuma County Detention Center. According to court documents, he is charged with possession of a controlled substance between 7 grams and 112 grams and intent to distribute, a Class 2 drug felony. Motor vehicle theft, less than $20,000, a Class 5 felony. Possession of burglary tools, a Class 5 felony. Vehicular eluding, a Class 5 felony. And 4 habitual criminal sentence enhancers. He also faces a felony parole violation out of El Paso County. Marquez has made 3 court appearances since the car crash, appearing by video from the county jail. Lawrence set his bond at $75,000 cash or surety, and on Wednesday set a preliminary hearing for Marquez at 2:30 p.m. on January 16th. Reported by the Journal, photo Jim Mimiaga. A violent one-car crash on U.S. Highway 160 east of Cortez about 5 p.m. sent the driver to Southwest Memorial Hospital, according to Colorado State Patrol on Tuesday. A white Toyota 4Runner with Colorado plates went off the south side of the highway and crashed into thick shrubbery in front of Dolores State Bank. The male driver was transported to Southwest Memorial Hospital by ambulance. There were no passengers. Trooper Loving said the crash is under investigation and the cause has not been determined. He said there was significant front-end damage to the vehicle. The accident closed the eastbound lane on the highway as emergency crews responded to the accident. Commuter traffic was delayed in both directions as law enforcement directed vehicles around the crash scene. Cortez Fire Protection District, Cortez Police Department, Montezuma County Sheriff's Office, Southwest Health System Ambulance, and the Colorado State Patrol responded to the scene. Reported in the Journal, file photo. Rico was recently awarded 2 transportation grants. The town was awarded a $10,000 Charge Ahead Colorado grant from the Colorado Energy Office for an electric vehicle station. The station will be installed in front of the historic Rico Courthouse in the coming weeks, said Rico Town Manager Carrie DiStefano. Maps of charging stations are on phone apps used by electric car drivers, and now Rico will be added. It will put on the national map and bring Rico some publicity, DiStefano said. She said it will be free for the first 2 years. There are now charging stations in Durango, Mancos, Rico, Telluride, and Ridgeway and Ouray, making it possible to tour the San Juan Skyway by electric car. Also, the Rico Center has awarded the town a $64,000 grant for a 24-passenger van for the shuttle from Rico to Telluride. The shuttle service started this year with a 10-passenger van. It has been well used, and the larger van allows for increased public access. The round-trip shuttle runs Monday through Friday, leaving Rico at 6:50 a.m. in front of the Enterprise Grill and arriving in downtown Telluride at 8 a.m. It leaves for Rico at 5:30 p.m. One-way fare is $3 or $2 with a 10-day pass for $20. Passes are available at Rico Town Hall, 2 North Short Street. The shuttle has room for 10 passengers and ski gear. In other Rico news, the town is updating the skating rink behind the old elementary school. A new liner and rubber border will improve maintenance of the rink. The rink is popular for community hockey and broomball contests. And now, let's take a look at the weather. Looking at the National Weather Service national map details, heavy rain and mountain snow is expected for the northwestern U.S. and a strong storm system is developing over the Gulf Coast region. A system that is tracking southeastward out of the Rockies and across the southern plains is resulting in the sustenance of a strong low pressure over Texas and Oklahoma. This will be the next major weather system to affect the southern tier of the U.S. from Texas to the east coast. Widespread moderate to heavy rain is expected to develop from northeast Texas to southern Illinois, and another area of numerous showers and thunderstorms is found across the central Gulf Coast region and extending eastward to the southeast U.S. coast, with the potential for 1 to 3 inches of rain for some areas, and isolated instances of flooding may be possible. Some strong thunderstorms may also impact southeast Texas to northern Florida. There are 2 storm systems across the Pacific Northwest. The first one across western Washington and Oregon, heavy mountain snow for the northern Cascades, and possible flooding for the Olympic Peninsula are expected. Then another organized storm system is forecast to reach the Pacific Northwest on Friday. Farther east across the north central U.S., high temperatures will warm into the 30s and 40s, roughly 10 to 20 degrees above average for the end of the week there. And then we come to our regional outlook. Our regional outlook states satellite imagery puts the cold front well to our east with mostly clear skies over the area. The Park Range and the northern San Juans, including the town of Ouray, southward up to Red Mountain Pass, there's a gorge event. These events can produce high snowfall amounts in quite a short amount of time. The National Weather Service received reports of 6 to near 12 inches of new snow for the Ouray area up to Red Mountain Pass, while webcams in the Park Range show about 10 inches of new snow there. For the rest of today and Friday, tranquil weather returns to the region. Some high clouds may move overhead towards the afternoon hours. Winds will be from the north, so expect some cooler temperatures. With skies clear overnight, temperatures will plummet to the single digits and teens for most areas. The typically cold areas like Gunnison will see sub-zero lows. More of the same on Friday, though it may warm up a bit, and next potential weather maker will arrive late Monday or Tuesday, coming out of the northern Baja region, but that isn't looking definite yet for the forecast. So today, our 5-day forecast from DCTV shows sunny with a high near 32. North wind continues today at 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Tonight clear with a low around 14. Winds will settle down a bit. Then Friday sunny with a high near 38. Friday night increasing clouds with a low about 20. Saturday warming up partly sunny with a high near 43. Saturday night mostly clear with a low around 22. Sunday again nice and sunny with a high near 45. Sunday night mostly clear with a low around 23. Monday mostly sunny with a high near 42. Monday night mostly cloudy with a low to 23 again. And Tuesday partly sunny with a high near 40. Tuesday night partly cloudy with a low around 21. And now back to the news. From the Durango Herald, photo Jerry McBride. The Trump administration this week began the process of rescinding the controversial Waters of the U.S. WOTUS rule, part of the Federal Clean Water Act, to the delight of the agricultural community and to the dismay of environmentalists and other clear water advocates. The 1972 Clean Water Act set up a structure regulating pollution discharge into water and authority to the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, to implement pollution control programs such as setting wastewater standards for industry. But it's how WOTUS defined water that had agriculture and other industries up in arms since the rule change was first announced by the Obama administration in 2015. Trump made rescinding WOTUS a pledge to farmers during the 2016 presidential campaign. According to the EPA, waterways that qualify for federal protection include, quote, small streams that feed into larger streams, rivers, bays, and coastal waters, and wetlands that filter pollution and help protect communities from flooding, end quote. What rankled industry is the inclusion of creeks and streams that are only wet after it rains. According to the EPA, that depends on a, quote, physical, chemical, or biological connection to larger bodies of water downstream and could affect the integrity of those downstream waters, end quote. Colorado is among 25 states that sued the federal government in 2015 to prevent implementation of WOTUS, claiming it interfered with state sovereignty. A North Dakota judge slapped the rule with an injunction that year that protects Colorado and at least 13 other states, mostly in the West. Another 11 states, primarily in the eastern U.S., are covered by a South Carolina judge's injunction against the rule. Tuesday's revision, which will come under a 60-day comment period once the rule is formally published, states that protected waters are those that are, quote, relatively permanent flowing and standing water bodies that are traditional navigable waters in their own right or that have a specific connection to traditional navigable waters, as well as wetlands abutting or having a direct hydrologic surface connection to those waters, end quote. That eliminates creeks and streams in Colorado that dry up, an important distinction given drought conditions over the past decade. American Farm Bureau has been among the major critics of WOTUS. Taylor Sijazi of Colorado Farm Bureau told Colorado Politics the proposed changes will be huge for Colorado landowners. Under the 2015 rule, there was really no clarity about what waterways could have qualified under federal jurisdiction, and the cost of obtaining a permit would have been enormous. The previous WOTUS rule was particularly troublesome here in Colorado because it included definitions like ephemeral and dry features. Those include things like gullies and washes, which are numerous in the state, and temporary water features that run wet in the spring during runoff and run dry the rest of the year. The EPA is unable to say how many waterways would be impacted. And Lift 9 to operate for community preview yesterday. That reported in the Telluride News, courtesy photo from Brett Schreck in Gust, Telluride Ski Resort. What a difference a year makes. In a December 17, 2017 article in the Daily Planet, Telluride Ski Resort officials were hoping they could open Lower Misty Maiden. They bemoaned the difficulty of pushing a blade of snow half a mile and expressed gratitude for high-tech artificial snow. This year, 84 inches of natural snow have already blessed the upper mountain, and Telski officials are opening terrain left and right. Today, on Wednesday, yesterday, notable chairlifts 4, 5, 6, and 9 will all be open. About Lift 9, which also goes by the name Plunge, it's opening for the first time today or yesterday for what Telski is calling a, quote, community preview of snowmaking and natural snow terrain, but will then close again until Wednesday, December 19th, when the chairlift will open for the remainder of the season. To serve Lift 9, which will be open for its regular 9 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. hours, the resort will also ferry riders up Lift 8 from 9 a.m. to 1:30 for the community preview. According to Matt Wint, the resort's vice president of sales and marketing, we've done a community preview for the Plunge Terrain pod the past couple of seasons, though last year's was only for half a day. We do it for a couple of reasons. Everyone's excited to get to that terrain, and it helps get the snow compacted. Then we can spend the next few days really assessing the coverage and snowpack and making obstacles before opening for good. Added Wint, everybody gets to have fun and help the slope conditions. Saturday is also shaping up as a red letter day for the 2018-19 season. Prospect Bowl will open for the season, as will High Camp and Alpino Vino restaurants and major high elevation chairs Gold Hill Express, Lift 14, and Prospect Express, Lift 12. This means Telluride's signature alpine terrain will open a full 6 weeks earlier than it did during last season's depressing drought, when Prospect Bowl only opened on January 26. Along with the bowl, Woosley Way is targeted to open, Wint said. Also Saturday, West Side Telluriders and Carhenge customers will no longer need to trek to the middle of town to the ski resort. Lift 7, Coonskin, will open, though for uphill access only. Downloaders will continue to descend descend on the gondola. Telluride Ski Resort is approaching the lucrative busy holiday season in a fine shape as it has since 2015, which was characterized by an El Nino. On Wednesday, December 19th, not only will Lift 9 open for the entire season, but so will Giuseppe's Restaurant, Oak Street, Lift 8, and the Telluride Trail, allowing skiers and snowboarders to descend the front side for access to Oak Street Base and Coonskin Base. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. The 2018 Bible Explorer in Dove Creek will present Christmas is a Time to Love, the Christmas Story. That's today, Thursday, December 13th at 6 p.m. at the Southern Baptist Church at 518 North Gyrene Street. They are looking forward to a blessed evening and invite you to join them and wish you a Merry Christmas. Also in Dove Creek on Sunday, December 16th at 6 p.m., Dove Creek's Baptist Church Christmas program is open to everyone. Refreshments will be served. And here's a photo by Ethan Miller, Getty Images in Nevada. According to Space.com, tonight may be the best night to view the Geminid meteors if the sky is clear. Our region is green lighted for best viewing zone. The Geminids get their name from the constellation of Gemini, the twins. During the overnight hours of Thursday to Friday, the night of this shower's maximum, the meteors will appear to emanate from a spot in the sky near the bright star Castor in Gemini, with up to 120 meteors per hour possible to see under dark sky conditions. They say around 2 a.m. may be the best opportunity if you dare to brave the cold. With temperatures in single digits, be sure to bundle up before you head outside. And stargazers have something extra to look forward to this holiday season. The brightest comet of 2018 will pass closest to Earth on December 16th. The comet 46P/Wirtanen, which passes Earth every 5.4 years, was one of 3 comets discovered by Carl Wirtanen in 1948 at the Lick Observatory in California. This orbit will be one of the closest comet orbits to Earth since the 1950s, according to Space.com. And all of the happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with our YouTube channel and on-demand replays, weather notices, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, contact us. The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119. Thank you for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. Please like us there and share it with a friend. This has been a production of DCTV. For the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.